Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. This is Bezae's 1588 Greek New Testament. This is a reproduction put out by Vance Classic Reprints. So thanks for being with us today. I appreciate Sister Waldron zooming in and out. And it's a big book, I'll just tell you, about the size of a family Bible. So let's get started in here. Of course, Theodore Bezae was a reformer, a Calvinist, and he was quite the biblical textual scholar. As a matter of fact, Codex Bezae, obviously named after him. Alexandrinus came into the fray as well, Codex Alexandrinus. Sinaiticus being created probably in the 1840s, but that's a whole different thing. And so you can see his textual notes here. It wasn't just, let me show you this, it wasn't just like a text. This had a massive textual apparatus. And I think his Greek New Testament went through about 10 different iterations with minor revisions here or there, extremely minor, because almost all Greek manuscripts all over wherever they're found that were in use over the centuries agree in all the particulars, maybe a mistake here, a mistake there, on and on. Some people like to make great hay with the fact that no two Greek manuscripts are identical. What they fail to tell you is their identicalness is, a minor point here or a minor stroke there, something like that. It's not some massive, in most cases, textual anomaly. So this is the Epistle of Hebrews. Again, just massive. And it looks like it is some type of polyglot, because I'm reading Greek and Latin here. And it looks like there's actually a third line that is cut off, a third column that is cut off. And so this is the Epistle of Peter. It doesn't say how many pages it is. Has great room to write in the gutter, at the top, at the side, not as much at the bottom because of his copious textual apparatus and notes. And the King James Version translators would have made tremendous use of this. It's 1588 edition. Many people think they use the 1598 edition. But I'm going to show you how big it is from a couple different angles with my Schuyler Treveris, which is my daily reading Bible. And you can see it's huge. Now, it's got a lot of spots and wrinkles in it just because of that's what the original that he was able to obtain had in it. But the print size is probably in Greek somewhere around 9.5, in the Latin somewhere around 8.5, in his commentary, which is written in Latin primarily, with obviously some Greek writing in there, it is probably 6.5 point print. And this third line, this third column, is probably maybe 6.5 as well. I'm in Acts here. And at the top, it looks like he's got some things that aren't just notes coming, but it's not everywhere at the top. So maybe it is just sometimes the notes bled over to the next page. But this is one of those seminal points of biblical history in the battle for the Bible. Do you stay with the Catholic Church, or do you have the paper pope of the Protestants that builds Western civilization and gives freedom and prosperity to so many, even though we're not in Eden, so obviously there was some misusage? Or do you just not really care about biblical text? Jesus loves me, this I know, and that's all I need. So we appreciate the labors these men had and did Read Fox's Book of Martyrs. So many died, including Bible translators like Tyndale, John Rogers, and so many others, to give us our English Bible and our Spanish Bible and other Bibles. So the Greek New Testament Bezae, with very slight changes, this would end up in the 1633 Elzevir received text, the Bible now received by all. And, you know, you going back to Erasmus' 5 editions, Bezae's 10 editions, Stephanus's 4 or 5 editions. You had Colonaeus was in there with an edition as well, the Textus Receptus. You can go back to Erasmus' 1st edition in this, and there's almost no changes. It's not as dramatic as like the King James to the New King James is my understanding of that. I've never compared those, as a matter of fact, but that's my understanding. It's much closer. It'd be more like a King James to a King James 3, or a King James to a KJVER even. So great stuff here. Appreciate Vance Publications putting these out. The Greek New Testament, Bezae, 1588. God bless you. Have a great day. Fall in love with God's holy word. A mighty price has been paid to give it to us. Remember, the Bible's dipped in blood. They would kill the people and dip their Bibles in blood. Love you. God bless. Bye-bye.